Whoa, howdy everyone, it's Sam. I hope you're doing really well. If you're new around here, I hope I can get you to consider liking the content and subscribing to the channel. If you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. Welcome back to the Wobble and Jaw Sports channel. And the North Queensland Cowboys and the Canberra Raiders have done it again. Another thriller between these two clubs again, man. North Queensland Cowboys pipping them with only a few minutes remaining, 19 points to 18. The final scoreline up in Townsville. There were reports. There were even I even looked at the weather system to see if the Cowboys were going to be hosting the Raiders in wet weather conditions, and it was a dry surface for most of it. Really, really tough game of footy, really solid stuff from both sides. I just want to say hello to the guys that are in the chat at the moment. We've got Jacqueline Dixon in the house. Hi, Jacqueline. How you going, mates? Jason Reader. Hi there. Congratulations on your victory. Nail-biting finish. It certainly was a nail-biting finish, and it didn't look like it was going to be a nail-biting finish at all. The point scoring looked like it was going to get underway in about the 11th minute with a penalty goal, but Valentine Holmes skewed it to the left-hand side. The Cowboys' first try came in the 16th minute. After the ball started on the far right side of the field, it swept all the way through to the left-hand side. Townsend touched it, Dearden touched it, and then it got to Val's hands, and then Murray Taulagi scored the try in the corner to score North Queensland's first try for 2023. And the very next set of points, the Cowboys went the length of the field, and it really got busted wide open by Tom Dearden. And then he popped the ball to Reece Robson on his inside. Robson was tackled then. It was last tackle. What was going to happen? Dearden got into dummy half, passed it left to Townsend, and about 15 meters away from the try line, Townsend put in a cross-field grubber kick, only going about 10 meters sideways, but that was enough space for Scott Drinkwater to go over, grab the ball in a really smooth try, really, really smooth and exciting try. Scott Drinkwater picking up the chockies in that instance. The possession was extraordinary in that first half. It was about 70% territory and possession to the North Queensland Cowboys about half an hour in, and with only about I think maybe what am I looking at here? The 20th, so in the 21st minute, the Cowboys had completed 13 of 13 sets. And then in the 25th minute, the Cowboys got themselves another penalty goal as well. In the 35th minute, the Cowboys threw more sustained pressure on the Canberra side, who defended really nicely, and we'll touch on that a little bit more shortly. But in the 35th minute, Robson from dummy half put in a grubber kick for Scott Drinkwater, and Scott Drinkwater scored his second try of the evening. And then a disappointing moment, unfortunately. In the 38th minute, we had our first error of the game through Griffin Neame. I think it was something like 21 completed sets we had executed up until about 3 minutes before halftime. Griffin Neame dropped the ball, and then the next set, the first set that Canberra really had in about 25 minutes, they just popped the ball to Emre Gula, and he toppled over the top of JTB and Jeremiah Nanai. And so the halftime scoreline was 18 points to 6. It was so close to being perfect, but it was still a fantastic first half effort. And I just felt that both sides, particularly Cowboys, I think that both sides reserved their energy consumptions. I don't think they hit the ground running like a house on fire, like a Parramatta Eels or a Manly Warringah Seagulls did this afternoon. I think they were both very, very patient, very well contained, and just very calm. I thought, and the Canberra Raiders defensively, geez, Struth, what an absolutely tough performance by those guys. And I saw a few comments at halftime from Raiders fans online that said that they were saying they're absolutely abysmal. It was horrific. And I thought it's only a 12-point difference. They just defended their backsides off. And what's one of the age-old adages in rugby league is that possession will always swing in the second half, and that's exactly what happened. The Cowboys made more errors in that second half, unfortunately. There was a stage where halfway through that second half, North Queensland were completing at about 58%, albeit not a whole lot of sets were given to us. So the Canberra Raiders, I think about 15 minutes, 20 minutes into the second half, they had about 70% of possession. They were completing well, but their attack wasn't all that crash hot. And it took them until the 53rd minute to score their second try of the match through Tom Starling, who from dummy half, put in a grubber kick looking for a repeat set. It ricocheted off the legs of Jermaine Tanoa-Brown, I think, landed back in his lap, and Tom Starling scored a try. And then only 5 minutes later, this is where things got really hairy. In the 58th minute, there was a short dropout by the Cowboys, who were under all sorts of pressure. And Kyle Felt knocked the ball on from the short dropout, and Jack Whiten was able to scoop it up. And he went over and scored Canberra Raiders' third try, locking it up at 18 points all with about 20 odd minutes to go. Again, Cowboys and Raiders, it seems like every second match these guys have, it's always a thriller. It's just always been the case between these two sides. I love it. So in the 74th minute, this is where the game really sort of came to its conclusion, is that in the 74th minute, Jack Whiten was going down the left-hand side blind side, looking for Harley Smith-Shields to go away and score a 50-meter try sort of thing. But his pass didn't stick in the hands of Harley. Harley dropped the ball, and on the next set, in the 75th minute, Cowboys worked their way downfield, and Chad Townsend slotted the field goal from the North Queensland Cowboys. And while the Raiders were certainly that they had another chance or two before full-time bell sounded, that was it. It was such a tough game of footy, especially in between the 58th minute and about the 75th minute. It was just played in between the two 20-meter zones, and they were just belting the tripe out of one another. But they were completing. It was literally tick for tack. And that error by the Raiders was really the first. It was the straw that broke the camel's back in a way. But if you're a Raiders fan watching this, guys, you have had Michael Maguire, Ricky Stewart, and Josh Miller coaching these guys about trying to evolve them to be a lot tougher in the game. And the Canberra Raiders showed that while they didn't show it in the trials, they showed tonight, bro, that the Raiders are going to be extremely tough. They're going to be very, very hard hitting. There was a controversial hit on Scott Drinkwater by Jordan Rapana. Maybe Rapana might get cited for it, but a lot of aggression, a lot of bruising defense by the Canberra Raiders. Conversely, it caught them off guard, the Cowboys, inside the second half of that game. And look, credit to the Cowboys. It's not as if they just leaked like a sieve, albeit for that Emre Gula try in the first half. They just a couple of ricochets here and there, a bit of luck, bounce the ball for the Canberra Raiders in that second half, went their way. But by and large, the Cowboys' defense was not too bad at all. Just some of the Cowboys' better players tonight. Reece Robson is an absolute bolter. He is odds on to be a State of Origin hooker in 2023. Reuben Cotter was also terrific as well. I think what really helped us as well is Valentine Holmes in that second half. In the second half, Taulagi, Holmes, Kyle Felt, and at a pinch Peta Hiku, but primarily Felt, Taulagi, and Holmes were the three players for the Cowboys that hit the ball up more than anybody else for the side, more than Jason Taumalolo, more than a Griffin Neame. It was really that victory is off the back off of Murray Taulagi, Valentine Holmes' carts out of their own end, diffusing bomb situations as well. So Valentine Holmes was crucial tonight in that game. Not man of the match, but his touches were really nice. Reece Robson, Ruben Cotter, Valentine Holmes, and I guess, well, not I guess, Tom Dearden, his second half was unfortunately a little bit more, but his first half was outstanding. He was in everything for the Cowboys in that first half, Tom Dearden. And a special shout out to Cohen Hess. I thought Cohen Hess, he produced our first offload of the game. I thought Cohen Hess was really solid for us tonight, man. Really, really solid. He did make an error in that second half, but by and large, Cohen Hess was really good. Look, the for and against means that we're not going to finish on top of the ladder by the end of the round, and it was looking like we very much could have been in a situation to finish on top of the ladder come the end of the round after the first half, which was damn near perfect. But alas, it's not meant to be. We'll take the win. That's just round one, I guess. And now the Cowboys move on to the Queensland Derby next Friday night, and boy, howdy, that's going to be an absolute rip snorter. But Canberra Raiders fans and Canberra Raiders players, you keep your heads up high. That was a really tough performance and very well committed, especially in that second half to get back into the game the way that you guys did. Oh, man. So to everyone that's tuning in right now, thank you very much. I guess by and large, I'd say that Reece Robson was the man of the match tonight. He was in everything and had a try assist and even had a dart that really helped us out in another try scoring situation. But yeah, there's definitely positives. There's negatives to take out of it for both sides as well. But that's just round one, and what a great game! Yeah, maybe not a great game because it was very defensive orientated, very defensively orientated. Not a whole lot of free flowing, but it was tense at the end there. That's for sure. But congratulations to the North Queensland Cowboys, man! Round number one tick. Well done, boys, and look, I'm going to skedaddle because we've got the other match going on, or about to kick off anyway, or is on now. So North Queensland, 19 points to 18 victors over the Canberra Raiders. I knew it would be bloody close, and it was, man. Another round one thriller between the Cowboys and Raiders. 2014, 2017, and now 2023. Every second match, it's always a bloody thriller between these two. So thank you all very much for tuning in and saying good day. I'll see you guys in the very next episode. I reckon I might have to wobble me jaw on Monday night. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much.